I'm Nicole, and as most of you know, I'm an artist, and I love to paint. And so as you can see behind me, I'm painting a tree on my wall. It's going to be a cherry tree. And I was going to paint a bunch of birch trees, but I decided on a cherry tree because I wanted to add some color with the blooms that are going to be on the cherry tree. So I'm inviting you guys to watch me paint a little bit and enjoy it and be inspired, because art is something that I love. And yes, I'm wearing a baker's hat. Protects my hair, and it's so comfortable. So because I'm using an oil paint here, you can see that I can just grab the oil and just pull it across the tree. So I did the outline of the tree. You can see the outline going up. And then when I want to fill it in, I just come here and grab this oil paint and I pull it down. Now the oil paint isn't really the ideal to use on this, so getting the tree done isn't as much of a problem, and it actually goes really fast. It's the tree drying. Oil paint takes a really long time to dry. So I'll put a treatment on it, but on this surface it might still take a couple weeks to dry, so it's protecting the tree until it gets dried. So I'm just using, all I used was this knife. This is a painter's knife, and I just used it like this to apply the paint all over wherever I wanted it, and I'm using a paper towel to smear the paint, so it makes it quite easy. Oil paint is not the easiest thing to work with, but I love it. It's my favorite. It adds a lot of texture and shine to everything, so I love that. So there's your update. See, I'm mixing a little bit of this Cad Red with Van Dyke Brown, and I use Georgian mostly and Winston. So my black was Lamp Black Winston oil color, and I'm mixing the brown and the red together because I want it to be a real dark red color for my flowers, so it'll match a little bit better and give me a more of a burgundy type look to match my rug. And I add some flowers right around wherever I want the flowers to be. Okay, you can see my fingerprints right there. And so maybe I add some flowers right there. Okay, flower there. And all along here I'm adding flowers. And then once I get my flowers all exactly where I want them to be, I'm going to drop in some highlights on the flowers. So just fingers. Don't make it harder than it is. Okay? You've got to just go with it and love it, and it'll look beautiful when you're done, because it's your creative art. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to grab a little bit of pink and red like that on my finger, and I'm going to drop in some highlights in here. And the highlights are going to be conveniently in the shape of a flower. So you can see this flower right here. Just 1, 2, 3, dab. Okay, because those are blooms. Oops. When you get a little bit of black on there, then you just wipe it up with a little bit of white. So you're being very free with this. Very bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. And then there I'm adding a lot of color, but I'm still keeping it lots of fun. And so I've got pink, I've got the brownish pink, I've got the red, and I've got the whites all coming together to give it a very variety look. Okay? All with just the red, the pink, and the brown right here. Okay? This is getting harder and harder because my hands are all nasty. Alright. Now you know that I'm taking a break, drinking my coffee. One thing about painting is your hands get all nasty, so your coffee gets cups get all nasty, and everything gets all nasty. It took me about a half hour to do the tree, and the blooms have taken about an hour. I got this last little part here to fill in. I'm going to bring the blooms out to here, and then I'll be done. Anyways, my pink comes out and down, and I like how this comes down over here on this side. And I have this one branch that comes out, and it's a lot like those cherry blossom trees. They have those odd little branches like this one and that one up there that kind of stick out in weird places. So I wanted to get that effect. And the cherry blossom tree would actually be a lot bigger probably for this size trunk, and that's one of the reasons I'm going to fill this area in with more pink. And I think it gives you a good idea that you could make a cherry tree on your wall. Okay? So we've got the black trunk, we've got some crazy branches coming off, and then we've got the dabbing of the fingerprints all over the place. And that took a couple hours. Okay, and I think from this angle you can better see that shadow that I put on the trunk, just to kind of bring it out a little bit, not shadow but a highlight on that one side to give it that look of shine. Alright, so for right now, we're finished. Have a great day. Release your inner artist.